So with public speaking, that's what we're going to deal with today. But just to touch on voiceover, in case it's something that you are interested in for the future. What is a voiceover artist? Does anyone know? Minus you and all the other clients that we've trained before. No? No, you know. You've been trained. So a voiceover artist is basically the voice that you hear behind all of your adverts and basically everything that you do, that you previously thought was a robot, but I'm here to tell you is not a robot, right? So when you're watching TV and you get that advert that comes up and it says, get to Pick and Pay today and get 50% off. Those voices, right? You know what I'm talking about? Yes? Yes? So that's a voiceover artist. There's someone who's actually sitting recording that. Or when you walk into the airport and it says, please make sure not to leave your luggage unattended. That's a voiceover artist. When you walk into the bank and it says, ticket number 1, please head to teller 4. That's a voiceover artist. So that's what we do. That's what I do. And that's what we train people to do, because you can't go into a market in Uganda and hear an American voice telling you to shop today. And it won't make sense. So we believe that we need African authentic voices, advertising authentic African goods and cartoons and movies, etc., etc. All right. So that now the intro is done, we're going to head over to the first point of today. And like I said, I'm going to make you very uncomfortable. So stretch if you need to. This cold that you're feeling, you're going to stop feeling it very soon, because, yeah, when you're nervous, you start to feel warm. And I'm going to make sure that you are nervous. So we're starting off with a Mentimeter. Actually, before we do the Mentimeter, just to talk about what we are going to be handling today, which is everything that you see in phase 1, right? And phase 1 is dealing with the things such as, sorry, I'm doing this and this, understanding the fundamentals of public speaking. So what is public speaking? What is it all about? Why is it important for you to learn how to present and how to communicate? Then we're going to talk about confidence versus anxiety, because I know that that's something that we're all struggling with and we don't want to say anything. How to improve your verbal communication skills. So if you notice, when certain people talk, they change their voice in the middle of the sentence, and you're always wondering, why do they do that? So we're going to discuss what that voice variation is all about. Developing awareness for nonverbal communication, which is the bulk of communication. What you don't say is actually the bulk of communication, which is a scary thing to think about, because even when you're not talking, you're actually screaming. Then we're going to talk about crafting a compelling message. And lastly, we'll end off with storytelling techniques. Phase 2, we're not going to have time to do today. Maybe we'll see you guys at a later stage at a different time in life. But we are going to deal with phase 1, because that's what we have time for. All right, so I'm going to ask you to whip out your phones, please, and scan the code. And we will then take it from there. Let me know once you're in. And then I'll also see if I can try and present from my end. Are you in? Yes? Wonderful. So if we can, if you're struggling to get in with the QR code, just go to menti.com and then type in the code 44298306. Just going to give everyone a few minutes. If you've made it, just give me a little nod so I can see a KFC nods. Yes, yes. Are we waiting for anyone? Yes, okay, we'll wait for you. No problem, no problem. Yes? The code is 44298306. It's right at the top. Okay, everyone should be in now. Yes? Yes, okay, let's do it. So how Mentimeter works is you're basically going to get a set of questions, and we're going to answer them together, and you'll be able to see your answers displayed in real time. Okay, so if you say something that's dodgy. Okay, all right, so I'm trying to...
I saw a thing.
Oh, hold on. Should I use the laptop instead of the clicker? Okay, got you. So it should, on your phone, you should be able to see a question that comes up, right? This is just the tester question. So I want to see, and don't forget to click submit at the end. Okay, there we go. All right. We're moving. There we go. Everyone answered? I hope you chose the right country. You didn't try to be different because you want to be the only one. All right, so that helps us to see who's in the room. Okay, South let me see you. Present. But this helps us to see. The one in the corner over there, is that for Liberia? Yes. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that. Eritrea, I see. Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Democratic Republic of Congo. Who's from Congo? Oh, you don't want to expose yourself. Okay. Namibia, Zim. All right. And I'm sure is the two small ones in the corner for Swaziland? Yes. Okay, great. So now if you're seeing other people, in your country and you didn't know before, just look around and try to figure out who is who in the group. Okay, so that was just a test that everyone is going, it's working, it's good, everyone loading, perfect, great. Let's go on to the real questions now. All right, so what emotion comes to mind when you think of public speaking? What emotion are you feeling? Anxiety. Fear, all right. Nervousness, nervous, all the anxious, all the synonyms of anxiety and anxiousness. Okay, I see excitement, happiness, confidence, all right. Let's see, more of excitement, shaky. It's a little bit restless, no sleep. Fear, nyana, just a little bit, not too much. I like that. That's it. That explains it all. All right, just going to give everyone about 2 more seconds to get theirs up there. If it's not there, flabbergasted. I'm with you there as well. Not able, unable to can. It's not in my DNA. All right, so that pretty much sums up what most people would say public speaking feels like. Let's go to the next one, and let's see what that says. How anxious do you feel when you have to speak in public? So option 1, not anxious at all. Option 2, just a little bit anxious. 3, very anxious. And 4, any minute I could faint. I'm so... All right, so we've got a couple fainters in the room. That's do we need to call emergency? Because today you're going to be speaking. So, okay, emergency services will be on speed dial. All right, so we've got 2 people who are not anxious at all. Love to see it. I won't expose you because now everyone's going to look at you like, But apart from those 2, we can say, and for those who are doing maths and things, let me know if my percentages are off. 99%, 98, but 99, right? 0.98. Okay, but it's not 100 people, so okay, majority of people have some nerves, whether it's a little, whether it's a lot, or whether it's a lot. So that's to tell you that you're not alone. Because one of the main things of public speaking is you always get on stage and you think everyone else you're speaking to is super confident and super excited about it. This shows you they're just as nervous as you. In fact, they are fainting on your behalf and they're not even the ones speaking. Okay, let's go to the next one. We're almost there. Do you like your voice? So, yeah, this is a bit, love the confidence. Do you like your voice or do you like how you speak? Is it something that makes you happy? Is it something you're excited about? You can be honest. Okay. It was good to see, okay. It's good to see majority of you like your voice. So then that means the issue of anxiety is not coming from the fact that you don't like your voice. It's coming from something else, okay? So we're going to try and figure out what that is, even though there are also quite a number of people who don't like their voices. Now, if you said you don't like your voice, I want to know why. And so now everyone just look at your phone and pretend you're typing so that those who said yes. Okay. Pretend. If you didn't like your voice, why wouldn't you like your voice? Do you think it's too high? Do you think it's full of bass? That seems like a pro, not a con. It seems like a positive. It sounds weird on recording. It's squeaky. I can't scream, so that means you've got a soft voice. It's too deep. Again, that sounds to me like a positive, but it's okay. We'll talk about it. Someone says they like their voice. It sounds awkward to listen to. Things like that are very interesting to me because we can't really hear ourselves. I mean, we can, but not really. Your voice is actually judged by those who hear you. So for you to think you sound weird is very interesting. Sounds fluctuations. Okay, I see where you were going there. Sounds awkward. So lots of people who say it sounds awkward for me to listen to my own voice. Okay, we're gonna deal with that. That's very interesting for me to know. Have you ever been told that you have a soft voice? When you speak, do people say, what? Say that again? I always love watching this. It's like F1 race. All right, so never mind. Spoke too soon. Probably 50-50 then. So 50% of the people in the room believe that they've got a nice, loud, bold voice, and the other 50% believe, no, they're not really. When they speak, they don't. Why are you shouting? Like, they just want to talk. They just want to talk to you here. And if you don't hear me, then you're not putting in an effort. Okay, interesting. I think we've got about 2 more to go, and then we're going to be done. Do you find it awkward to use your hands when speaking? So some people find it very natural when they speak that they use their hands, but some people don't know what to do with their hands, so they just end up not knowing where to put it. Oh, okay. No, it's natural. That was the fastest response. That's good to see. That's good to see. So that means everyone here. And this is interesting because when you present, I'm going to be looking for these hand gestures. You've all said you use them. Now we're going to see if you really do use them. So that means that when this group is made up of very expressive speakers. When you talk, you need to make your point by using your hands. I think this is the last one. Oh, are you Busta Rhymes, aka a fast speaker? Are you one of those that when you speak, you're just in a race? Phew. Love the honesty in the room, by the way. You see, you get honesty when you tell people it's going to be anonymous, because now they can speak their truth. So we've got a lot of fast speakers in the room, and I'm guessing as a fast speaker, people always tell you to slow down, or they say they can't hear you, or they try to lean in, or they miss out on your point. And when you struggle to hear people, you struggle to buy what it is they're trying to sell to you. Okay? This should be the last one. All right, this is the fun one. This is where I want to use your dictionary skills. What are some words you struggle to pronounce? Think of those words. Remember, was it in Parliament when that lady was trying to say conscientious? Conscientious. Reciprocate. That's a tough one. Because it's like, is it reciprocate? Right? Ecclesiastes. Stigmatization, priority. Niche, wood. Yeah, wood. Okay. Consequence, Deuteronomy. African names and surnames. As an African child. Okay, we won't judge you. Management. Let's see, have I missed anything? Schedule or schedule? Schedule. Which one? Yeah, hey, English. Why is SC and H together? South African names particularly. Look, I hear you. I understand. Because there's Q, and then there's C, and there's X. Those are all different. So I completely understand. Melancholy. Okay. All right. So I'm going to believe that everyone has responded. Okay, there's still more coming up. Let me give you Worcestershire. I still don't. Worcestershire. Okay. Partner. Does that say partner? What's happening there? Where can we assist? Partner. Is it partner? What's going on? All right. Okay. Now that that's been put up there, the reason why we do this is because I want you to know that you are not alone. Right? When it comes to public speaking, you're all literally in the same boat, and it feels like that boat is sinking, and it's sinking fast. But at least you know you're all on board together. Okay. So now that that is done, oh, it's not done. There was one more. Apologies. So you've got from 1 to 10, and you just need to rank yourself. Rank your current public speaking ability. 1 is, it's a no from me. I didn't sign up to do that. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. And 10 is Oprah Winfrey looks up to me. As a speaker, I'm there. And as you add, we're going to see what the overall average is. I see that there's probably like one person who's trying to drag up the class average there. The rest of you, yeah. 54%. Don't now go and drag up the class average because you think we're doing bad. Be honest. Okay. All right, so I think we can say with a happy medium that we are at anything from 50 to 55% when it comes to how we rank our public speaking ability. Okay, thank you so much. So now we're going to go into the training itself. That, again, like I said, was an activity just to help you. Sorry. Technology. Okay. That was just an activity. Now we're going to watch a quick video, and we're going to start with training.
I saw a thing, actually, a study that said...
Was I supposed to do something about it?
I saw a thing, actually, a study that said speaking in front of a crowd is considered the #1 fear of the average person. I found that amazing. Number 2 was death. Death is number 2? This means to the average person, if you have to be at a funeral, you would rather be in the casket than doing the eulogy.
All right. Okay, so that's public speaking. It's feared more than death itself. And if you think about it that way, that's crazy. You're more afraid to speak than you are to die. It's a staggering statistic. And so we're going to quickly talk about public speaking in terms of communication. And like I said, there's going to be lots of activities today, so do pay attention. Starting off with, what is communication, right? So communication needs to have a purpose. It starts from a source, the sender, who is the communicator. It goes through an encoding channel where the message is somewhat developed. Then it goes to the person, whether it's via phone call, face-to-face, virtual discussions. Then it gets decoded. So you know how when you speak, what you say is not necessarily how it's received? That's two different things. You could tell someone, especially us from African homes, and those aunties, and they see you and they're like, wow, you're looking... You know, you're round. You're looking a bit more round since the last time. They're communicating care in some form. We are hearing, you are obese. Why are you here? You don't, and things like that. Then it gets to the recipient. So communication is the process of understanding and sharing meaning, and is only achieved when both the sender and the receiver are both satisfied. If they are both not satisfied, you have not successfully communicated. And I think that that's something that's very important, because a lot of the times we judge communication on how well I delivered it. If I felt like I communicated with you, it's your problem to try and figure out what I said and understand it. Once it's gotten to you, it's out of my hands now. And that's not how communication is. If you've spoken to me and I don't understand what you said, you haven't communicated at all. That entire chain is broken. All right? So what are the steps to communicate? Let's talk about that. 3 steps. Number 1, prepare. 2, craft. And 3, deliver. Let's start over here with the preparation. Okay. So the strategy that we use is that normal 5 questions, the what, where, who, why, how. What, where, who, how. Who did I miss? When. When questions that we ask each other. We ask ourselves, what? What are you communicating? What is the message that is being communicated? Are you there to are you motivating? Are you there to, what's the message? Is it a research presentation? Is it an interview? Because that's still a presentation. Then the where. The where is very important, because speaking in this room is very different to speaking at Loftus Stadium, which is very different to speaking to your friend one-on-one. Even though sometimes you speaking one-on-one feels like you're speaking at Loftus, because we can hear you. from across the room or across the hall. So where you speak determines how you speak, right? And where, we'll talk about it a little bit more when we come further down, why it's important to know where you are speaking before you speak, because that changes everything. If you're going to be at Loftus, you're not going to have a little slideshow. Who's looking at slides at Loftus? They're there because they're there to watch rugby, get some energy and entertainment. In the same way, if you're planning a vacation with friends, unless you have very organized friends, you guys might do presentations for each other, but normally it's just verbal or showing pictures of where it is that you want to go. Then the how. How are you communicating, right? Is it virtually, like I said previously? Is it virtually? Are you doing it via phone call? Is it face-to-face, et cetera, et cetera? Why? What is the purpose of the message that you're sending? Are you trying to market a product? Are you trying to get your supervisor to understand your dissertation that you yourself don't understand? Are you trying to convince your friend that that guy is not good for her? What is the purpose? Because every single purpose has a different emotion, right? And then who? Who you're speaking to. Hey, it's very important to recognize that the interviewer is not your friend. So speaking to the interviewer is going to be very different to when you're speaking to your friend. Speaking to a government panel, sometimes I host parliamentary discussions with government, and if you don't recognize them as cadre or leadership or any one of those titles, it's like you have shown them the most utter disrespect known to man. Whereas with you guys, if I call you cadre now, it might seem like there's a revolution that's about to take place. So knowing who you're speaking to is important, and when. When are you speaking? Are you speaking right in the morning, as early as it is? And that's very different to speaking at night at a corporate gala. When you are speaking, all right? The most important time is before you speak. So before you speak, and this is going to go into the visual aids, before you speak, and this is a tip that I want you to take for life, what we tend to do is we'll go and we'll find a hidden corner where no one can see us, because you're either trying to remember the script or you're trying to remember that was the slide done. What if the video doesn't play? They just said the mic isn't working, whatever the case may be. So you go and you sit very far away and you're in your own thoughts. Some people listen to music to get into the zone before they speak, right? I want to change that perspective and say, before you present, talk to people. Actually interact with your audience. Because what that does is it takes you away from one stage, which is speaking to someone, just onto a different stage, which is up on stage. So it's not going to feel like you went from absolute silence in your own zone to now being on stage in front of a lot of people. Now you don't know what your voice sounds like because the last time you spoke was in the morning. You haven't spoken to anyone since you woke up. You haven't eaten breakfast. You're angry. And now the first thing you're doing is speaking to a group of people. So I want to urge you that the next time you speak, first, interact with people. Ask them, even if it's your supervisor. So yeah, it's really cold, hey? Everyone loves the weather talk. It's really cold. It's getting really cold these days. Yeah, and then you have a little chat. So how's your son? I don't know if you guys are that close. No, not yet. Build a relationship first because it might be seen as invasion of privacy. But have a conversation. I mean, when I arrived today, I was trying to ask people, yeah, guys, it's so cold. How are you feeling? Yeah, it's great that you woke up. How was yesterday? That aircon? Yeah, I know I promised heat. But, have a conversation so that when you're on stage, it just feels like you're still having a conversation. What I was when I was down there is no different to how I am when I'm up on stage as well, right? Then when it comes to visual and audio aids, as you saw yesterday, and I'm not saying anything was wrong. I'm just saying when you have visual aids and things like that, it is critical for you to come beforehand and to see what sort of venue you have. You cannot provide slides if your venue doesn't have a projector. Now you want to do those slides from your laptop, it's not the same, right? You cannot plan to do a big presentation if you haven't checked if the venue has like a microphone or something. You need to see how wide the venue is. Does it require me to project my voice, or am I just presenting in front of a panel of 4 people? You need to speak to the team at the back, the tech team that deals with the sound and the lights. Make them your friends. We have a tendency of just coming through, setting up PowerPoints, and then being angry and saying, my slides are not working. I sent them to you via email. The slides are not working. No. Hi, how are you? Good. So the slides, yeah, what can we do? Can we fix it? But all I'm saying is it's very important before you present to know what cables are there. Sometimes we all assume that it's HDMI and you'll find it, but those of you with MacBooks, You stress people out because there's never a cable that fits into your MacBook. So find out what is needed. Then practice. Practicing is so important. Don't think that you're going to stand on stage and the way you had dreamt and envisioned it, it will somehow, on stage, it'll come to fruition. Now people tell themselves, I haven't practiced, but I know that when I stand on stage, it'll work. And then you stand on stage and it doesn't work. Now it's awkward, right? So practice, 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 especially when it comes to group discussions and group presentations, which you're going to be doing very soon. The presentation itself, if you look at that graph, right, it's got 50% of a presentation is practice. Once you've practiced it, you're just taking it from a different stage, which is your room, or in front of the mirror, and bringing it onto another stage, so it doesn't feel incredibly foreign. The strategy and logistics, 8%, brainstorming, 15%, visual aids, 12%, which is the slides. We deal with how to do slides and things in phase 2. And then 10% is the presentation itself. This that I'm doing right now is 10% of this entire process of presenting. Even after I'm done presenting, I'm still not done presenting because it's going to be feedback. And a lot of the times we don't want to hear feedback, that debrief that you see over there. Once you're done presenting, you bolt. You don't want to see anyone, talk to anyone. You are walking straight outside. You don't want your supervisor to email you to tell you how it was because you've already moved on and you don't want to be reminded of it, right? But that is a critical process, getting feedback and debriefing. Okay, next up, crafting. How do you craft your speech? So you need to move a speech from being a self-centered to an audience-centered message. What does that mean? It's my idea. It's not yours. And what I mean by that is, trying to match this. Yes, it's your idea, not ours. It's my idea, not yours. Same thing, just flipped around, right? What that means is you might be incredibly passionate about the topic you're speaking about. Yesterday, we saw Prof. Mutamba incredibly passionate about AI. But just because he's incredibly passionate about it doesn't mean you're incredibly passionate about it. It is his responsibility, which he did brilliantly, to make you passionate about it. So don't assume that I'm doing a presentation on agri-economics. Everyone loves agri-economics. No. You're speaking to people who probably don't even like the farm. They don't even like agriculture. So it is your responsibility constantly to make people believe in your idea. Just because you love it, just because you're passionate about it, doesn't mean that we are all going to jump on the bandwagon and become passionate as well. Who are you speaking to? We spoke about that already. Who are you speaking to? The audience that you're speaking to changes everything. Storytelling. We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the training. Get personal. It's something that we almost really hate to do when we speak. We try to make it about the speech and not about us, but the two of you are a package deal. So whenever you are presenting, you need to get personal about something. I'm not saying share your deepest, darkest secrets with us. Don't. That we're not psychologists. We can't deal with that. But tell us something about yourself in the story, right? Like, for example, before I started, I told you about the whole British Council story, and now you know why I speak the way I do. Bring in a personal element to it so that people can see you as a human being and not a robot. If you come in and automatically, and a lot of the times people do this where they get on stage, you've practiced your speech so much that you even forget to greet people. You just stand and you're like, okay. Environmental studies is what we're going to be talking about today, so we're going to start with slide 1. Everyone's like, hello, good morning, Nyana, nothing. So greet people, you're a human being. That's what makes us very different to AI, is that we can interact. And by telling or sharing a little bit about yourself, you can buy us in. Using visual cues is also very important. We're visual learners, right? So if you can have slides, have slides. If you can have other things, have other things, but don't become distracting, right? Don't now decide that because you're presenting on plant science, you will bring 5 different plants and trees with you, and you will integrate it into your presentation, and you will name all your plants. And now we are lost as to where your presentation is going. So use visual cues, but obviously use them responsibly. And lastly, deliver. So that's the delivery part of it. We've spoken about crafting, we've spoken about, preparing, crafting, and now the delivery. So we're going to go very soon into the confidence aspect of things. So delivery is all about confidence. You can see there's trustism instead of trust. So confidence is the feeling that you can trust, believe in, and be sure about the abilities or good qualities of somebody or something. And as we saw from that Mentimeter, a lot of us are actually not too confident, right? Confidence is really a thing of the mind. And I say that because confidence doesn't require truth. And you can see that from Donald Trump. That man is confidently wrong with his whole chest, right? So confidence doesn't require truth. It just requires us to believe it. And for us to believe it, you need to believe it as well. That man will stand up there and say that he believes the wall needs to be built. And he really does. He's not doing it for sure. I promise you, he really believes it. And so his followers will be like, yeah, I do think there should be a wall, right? When we think about convincing speakers, they're not convincing because they probably have the most knowledge. No, they're convincing because of how they speak. When we think about the likes of Vusi Tembegwayo, we do know Vusi Tembegwayo in the house. What does Vusi do? What's his job? He talks. What are his qualifications? We don't know. We just know that he talks, and when he talks, we listen because it makes sense. We believe him. He's confident. We have no idea. He's not standing up here saying, I've got a master's in this and a PhD in this. I researched this. He comes up and he tells you that by 2025, businesses are going to be obsolete. And you go, by 20. That's crazy. Guys, did you know? By 20. Because that's just how he speaks, right? So confidence is all about believing in what you're saying. You can even be confidently shy. Confidence is not a specific person. It's not a specific character. The way Donald Trump speaks is very different to the way Julius Malema speaks. They're both confident, which is very different to the way Michelle Obama speaks. They're still all confident. Confidently shy means believing that you are shy. Firstly, you can't change it. If you're shy, you're shy. A lot of these public speaking schools will say, you have to be bold. You have to stand in front. You have to move your hands. Not everyone is like that. Some people really are shy. But if you come up on stage and you say, hey guys, so I'm actually really nervous. Public speaking actually makes me quite nervous, but I've got something I want to share with you. So sorry if my voice is a bit soft, but I do hope that you can still get the message, right? So yesterday I was doing some research, and you start speaking like that, people are like, okay. They still listen to you. They're like, okay, she's shy, she's cute, nana. It's okay. We forgive her. So not everyone has to be I'm big, I'm bold, I'm a big personality speaker. Whatever you are going to be, commit to it. Don't now go from being that shy person. You can see when someone is faking it. Oh, you can see. If you're a shy person now, good morning, everyone. I just want to... You practice that you will walk when you say good morning, and now you're walking, right? So don't try to fake it. People will know. Be confident in what you are saying and say it with conviction, with passion, and with energy. You can have conviction with a soft voice. If a very intelligent person with a soft voice comes and tells you that, look, guys, the economy is failing, hey? Yeah, it is. And there's not much we can do about it. Sure. Heartbreaking, right? So you don't have to be in your face. That's the lesson from that. So it's time for us to test your confidence, all right? So I'm going to ask Des, who is part of the company. Des, please come up and help me here. What we're going to do quickly is we are going to pass paper around, right? And I want you to write a word, any word. Just write a word. But be nice, because someone's going to have to use that word to make a speech. But also might not be nice. You decide if you want to tell them photosynthesis and onomatopoeia. Feel free. Someone's going to pick that word eventually. So if we could just help to distribute and then just cut it in half. Does everyone have a pen, or do you have someone close to you who has a pen? Great stuff. Yes, please. Thanks, Des. All right. So we're writing words. If you already have pieces of paper, please use what you have. Is that not? It's getting warm. It's warm now. The cold is gone. Yeah, it needs paper. All right, once you've written your word, I'm going to go around with this wonderful hat, and I just want you to fold it up and put it in the hat. Don't use Google. Be nice. Any word. It could be a thing, a place, a profession. A person. Okay, if it's going to be a person, let it be like a very famous person. Don't tell us your celebrity from your community. We won't know. All right? If you're done, let me know so I can bring the hat to you. The way you guys are taking time, it means those words are long. So I feel bad for you because you will still be the ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, you guys folded them big. It's fine. Thank you so much, thank you so much. That one will know automatically. Sorry, I'm just folding them for you. I'm going to come back up. That face means you're not even sure of that word. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just one word, not a sentence, not I had a dream, just one word. Hectic, this is now full. Because you guys don't fold, you just, thank you. Am I missing anyone? I'm coming back in front. Sorry, are you good already? Thank you for folding. That is a big paper. Oh, sorry. Thank you. All right, so whilst you're writing those words, I'm going to ask you in your table, nominate one person. Nominate one person who's going to come pick a word. Sorry if there's only two of you in your table. There's not much choice there. Hi.
Do you know who has a shirt?
Can I? Sure. All right. Are you discussing who you're going to nominate? Have you nominated already? Please, I'm going to need a handheld mic. If. Thank you so much. Oh, you want to take one or? Oh, we haven't taken yet. Don't worry, you won't.
Shall we put it on now?
Yes, we've nominated. Yes, whether they are happy about it or not, it's fine. We'll try and make sure that everyone's going to get a chance to speak today. Let me just say that. This is just a chapter on confidence. It gets worse. It gets worse. Okay, so we're going to start with the front row, and this is how this game works. Obviously, you're going to pick a card. You get 30 seconds to think or just to read it and understand. Then you have to present for 1 minute. For 30 seconds to a minute about what you have seen on the card. It doesn't have to be true. You can lie. But if you lie confidently, we'll believe you. So it can be a motivational speech. It can be a speech where you're trying to teach us about whatever you've seen. It can be a speech where you tell us about back when you were a child, just a small child. You decided to, whatever this word is. But yes. No. Just one for now. Just one representative from you. At some point, you're all going to speak, don't worry. But for now, I just want one person. Everyone understand the instructions? All right, I need a timekeeper. But it's fine, I'll go and use my phone. Has our timekeeper retired? Thank you. No, I think she's speaking. Okay, so let's start with the first group. Last question. No. Okay, I guess you can work as a team. Yes, not now though, once they pick up the word. So when you pick up your word, how's this gonna? Okay, we're gonna do team by team. Pick up your word, you can go back to your group, I guess, but I promise you it's gonna probably make it more complicated because they all have 5 different ideas. And then we'll take it from there. Group 1, let's go. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who is it? Who is it? Come up, come get a word. First, come get a word. Come, let's give a round of applause. Come get a word. Yeah. All right, so you can look at your word and your yeah, you guys are rude. No, do you know what? You can pick another one because I just say it says photo assimilate. That one was violent. Hi. All right, so let's do one more. Okay, your 30 seconds, first of all, before you start speaking, unless you're ready before 30 seconds. Your 30 seconds for prep starts now. Are you ready? Oh, okay. She doesn't want 30 seconds. She says she's ready.
Okay, hold on.
So now we're just starting the timer for 1 minute. So you can speak for up to 1 minute. No, not yet. You're going to find out in the speech. Do you want me to pull out my phone? Okay. All right, you can start.
Okay, good morning. The word that I got is a baller, and I think it's slang for somebody who has money and is very good with spending it and very confident about that. So what I think about you guys is that you guys are going to be that in the future, and I'm going to say that you guys have to be responsible when doing so. So I'm wishing you all the best when it comes to you guys being balling, and I hope to see you guys driving your sports cars and being ballers in the future. And please do remember me when you finally get that money, because I'll be following everybody on Instagram and all of that. And I hope you guys slay when you get to do that.
Thank you so much. Great stuff, great stuff. Lots of body language there we'll discuss, but great speaking. Anyone, any ballers in the room? You don't want to expose yourself, it's fine. Let's start with the next group. So this activity we're going to do really quickly because there's quite a couple of groups. And it should actually take 15 minutes because it's 1 minute per group. So, do you want to look at your word? Do you understand it? Does it make sense?
Okay, hold on, she needs her 30 seconds.
Okay. Do you want to call a friend? Tim, you don't have to look at them when you think. You can look away from them because now they're all staring in your soul. Just pretend there's background music. Doo-doo-doo-dum, doo-dum-dum-dum. All right, you good?
Okay.
Wonderful.
Okay, so I hear that a lot of people like running around, but why are you running when there's nothing to run from? Like, so I hear that we all like throwing balls around, but why are you throwing balls around? Who likes soccer? What is soccer? What is soccer? So yes, today I'm going to be talking about sport. So for all the girls who like, who's taller than 6 foot? So you can be our goal shooter or our defender. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that speech took us on a journey. The word is sport. Some people run, but they don't know what they're running from. You get the next team up. Oh, she said, not today. We'll come back. Don't worry. Next team. If we can get someone from there. See, it's not bad, right? It's not bad. Please, if you're about to faint, just inform us so that we can. It's going to take this back. Do you want to hold on to it? No, you can hold on to it. You ready to go? No, you can practice. You can practice. Again, would be great to have background music. Fine. If not, that's fine. Ah, just clears my mind. Heaters. We want to clap for them, right? Yay! Oh, dramatic. I feel like it's been 30 seconds. Thank you so much.
Okay. What is it about us that draws people in? What is it about us that captivates people, that makes people draw people in? Is it the way we talk? Is it the way we walk? Is it our touch? Is it the way we pronounce words, or is it just the personality? What is it? Is it the confidence? Is it the boldness? What is it? Well, is it the topic that we are well versed in, or the people or the crowd that we are acquainted in? What is it? Well, I call it resilience. Being resilient is not just being bold. Being resilient is being there, like captivating people and drawing people in. So yeah, resilient.
Thank you, thank you. At some point, it was giving Maya Angelou. Is it the way we walk and talk? Next team, let's go. If you know you're going to be next, you've decided before. Don't act shocked. You knew it was going to be you. Let's give you a round of applause. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more to go about. Okay, so I hope you're seeing that people speaking matches their personalities, right? People who are funny want to tell jokes. People who are serious want to be motivational. People who are storytellers want to tell you, why should you run? And things like that. Which one of you said geonomics? They give you freedom, and this is how you use it. Do you need 30 seconds? No. Okay.
Sure. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Atlachang, and I hope you're nice and warm, but I see they put in the heater, so it'll be a bit better. My topic is about Nelson Mandela, the father of the nation. So I was born in 1994, so I don't know the man. I didn't experience that. But I'm grateful for what he did for us, because here I am today in university. You know, I went to, I want to say predominantly white school. I grew up in the suburbs. So I think a lot of his sacrifices and what he went through is part of the reason why I'm here. And like Alma said, why I can speak the way that I speak. So yeah, Nelson Mandela, thanks, and shout out to you for, you know, what you did. I know it wasn't easy. I don't know if I would have had the strength, but shout out to him. And also shout out to Winnie for being by his side.
Time's up. Woo! Shout out to him. Wasn't there, but hey, he did that. Hey, Gen Z. Lovely, lovely. Who's next? So as you can see, we're going, you figured that out. So you know when it's going to be you. All right. Let's go, let's go. Yes. Okay, whilst you're using your time to prep, just because I see there's going to be that scream, scream sound in the background, let me get the next 1, 2, 3 people, just so that you are here. The next 3 people who are going to present. Woo. Then you can, but now they're in the background. Now it's scary. Yeah, but you can. You can sit. You can sit. I promise we won't look at you. Okay. The 30 seconds almost up. 3, 2, 1.
Good morning. I'm Olorata Makamat and I'm from Rustenburg. So I'm Christian, right? And I really align destiny to like God and like our purpose. So when I think of destiny, I really think of like what God has put us on this earth to do. And to know our destiny, we need to go back to our Creator and ask Him what's the purpose of our lives and why we're here. What we need to do. And destiny is not necessarily like a destination, but rather like your journey. So what do you do on a daily basis? How do you love people? How do you interact with them, right? How do you make them feel every single day? So it's not about your job or the money or like your social standard, but rather the way you live and how you uphold yourself every single day. So I hope that we respect our destinies and we go back to God and ask Him, how should we
Time's
be
up.
who we are?
Woo, she was about to preach. She said today, by fire, by force, you will learn. Let's have you pick a card. Yeah, okay. The word was destiny, right? Yes. Very nice. Guys, 1 minute is long. Do you need 30 seconds? Okay. 1 minute is long. Trust me. You try speak for 1 minute. Then you'll see. Avoiding eye contact. All right, let's go.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sibongo Gushema Palala. I am from Eswatini. The word that I got is supervisor, and I'm currently doing my master's in economics. So let me tell you a little story. Last year, I started doing my honors, and that was my first interaction with a supervisor, and I got a white Afrikaans man. And the reason I told you I'm from Swaziland is because in Swaziland, we don't have a lot of white people. I mean, we have probably like 5%, so it was a bit scary for me to work with a white Afrikaans man. I think I only got used to him in September, which was really bad for my dissertation, and I think it affected my mark. But this year, I made sure I have a black woman. Not that I'm racist or anything, no, I believe in the Rainbow Nation. But I was just putting it out there that was my experience. But yeah, coming from a country like Swaziland, it's a bit of a culture shock to come in a place where there's a lot of white people, but I'm fine now.
She said, first I was scared of them, but now I'm fine. All right, do you need time? 30 seconds, okay. Oh, he said no, I'm sorry, he said no music, please. He needs silence to think. All right, can I get the next 1, 2, 3 who are gonna be speaking? So one from there, and there. Yes, no, you're gonna go last. No, 1, 2, one more. Time. All right.
Is the mic working? Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, sorry. You see, I was trying to check if you guys are alert. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tilani, and the perfect topic, right? Politics. Very, very funny thing to talk about because, when you look at South African elections, in each and every period, there's always something new that they want to, put forward as the main thing that's going to happen in the next 5 years. Like in the previous election, they were like, Cyril Ramaphosa is in power. It's the new dawn. And then now they've come up with a new one. They're like, yes, now, there's the unity between the DA and the ANC, so we have the government of national unity. And every time I look at these things, I'm like, so this is what we call coalitions these days, with the current one. They're like, oh yeah, we have a coalition with the DA, but we don't want to say we have white friends, so we are still comrades, so we're going to say government of national
Time
unity.
is up. What was your word? Government of national. Oh, I see. I see. Very specific, very on brand. Whoever wrote that word. All right. I hope that you. This is a confidence thing, by the way. So you're supposed. Are they convincing you? She said, "I'm not convinced." Is it fine? Are you ready? Do you need prep time? No. Okay, she's ready to go. Okay, supportive team.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the support. I must say I'm such a shy person, but then since this is such an exciting topic, I think it will get everyone excited. So it's about summer. People like summer. People like wearing their shorts, their beautiful skirts, their beautiful dresses. I think it's a very beautiful season where we get to visit our favorite destinations, your Mauritius, your Seychelles. It's very fun. It makes everyone happy. It's not really my favorite season, but oh well. I'll pretend as if I like it. Anyway, we love summer. We're looking forward to summer. I mean, we are cold now. We're feeling the cold. We can't even hear ourselves think. But yeah, summer. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Oh, don't put it back. Thank you so much. I thought it was going to get like to High School Musical. Summer. Summer. Don't be scared. All right, so I hope that as much as you're learning confidence, do you need time? Oh, never mind. I'll speak afterwards.
Good morning, everyone. Well, there's the saying that says YOLO, you only live once. But then if you do it, if you do it nice, once is enough, and that's what is called life, guys.
Period. She said, I. She said, I prepared this before I came on stage. I will say it and go off stage. So was your word YOLO or life? Life, okay. Yeah, you see, that's her line. She practiced it. Do you need time? No?
Nah. So my friend was supposed to be here, right? And this guy is a rapper, he's an artist. But now he didn't want to come here, so I'm going to be an artist today. You know the song? Under my umbrella, Ella, Ella, under my umbrella, Ella, Ella. Okay, fine. So once upon a time, right, there I am chilling at my place. The weather's about to get shaky now. You know how we are, guys. Once the weather starts weathering, then you be like, no, man, someone must come and, warm the pots for me there. Okay, fine. Now, I look at my contact list, but then, no, listen. It's raining, though. It's raining very much. I call this Arahan, I'm like, hey, can you come over to my place?
And time's up. Thank you so much for that speech. Wow. Yo. Hey. Yeah, no, management started looking at me like, okay, thank you. What was your word? You started so well. We were going somewhere, and then But I must say, like, it's a great way to start speeches. I think you're all seeing that you can start your speech in different ways. Are you also ready to go, or you need time? Okay, let me speak while you're there. You can start your speech in different ways, right? We've had the motivational, you only live once, but if you do it twice, once is enough. That quote, we've had motivational speeches of, if you walk is it how you walk? What if it's how you talk? Et cetera, and now we've had singing. Again, know where you are going to do this, because you can't sing everywhere. You can't go in front of your supervisor and say, sing it with me under my umbrella, right? But yeah, I hope you're learning something. Time is there. Okay.
Awesome, thank you. Good morning, everybody. My name is Stelo. If you don't know me, I'm not sure you're a UP student, hey? So you need to check yourselves, guys. But I want to talk about something that happened very recently, May 29, elections, particularly this new government of national unity. Very interesting that we have a national unity government, but then these are the very same people who were calling each other out all the way to May 29, calling each other incompetent and hypocrites and all that and all that. It got me thinking, the road to power is really paved with hypocrisy. Because how is it that the very people who hate each other so much are so willing to get in bed with one another? So next time, in 5 years' time, when you elect, please think about the hypocrites you elected in 2024. Thank you.
What was the word? Government of National Unity. Oh, that's probably I probably put it back in the hat. That's my fault. I do apologize for that. Whilst you're thinking, the hmms reminded me of like a podcast as he was talking. So maybe you should start one. Do you need some time? Yeah, all right. Let's take your time. Let's get some elevator music going. Thank you so much. Any questions? Anyone want to say something that they've learned? You have about 20 seconds to say something. No. All right.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Msimi Sidlamini. So I got, should I say the word? I got authority. So, and then what I've learned in the past, say, couple of 2 to 3 years is that as a student, no matter how hard you can have fun and do other things, but you need to have I would say authority over certain things, and also you need to decide on what is important and what is not important at times, and also knowing that whatever you're doing it for yourself. So you're binded by your decisions and also the consequences that comes with whatever you're doing. So each and every minute, each and every day, each and every season counts in whatever you're doing. So yeah, you guys must make the right choices and also make sure that you live in. Oh, okay.
Thank you. You can keep that. Don't worry. Once you start speaking, just forget that this is a 1 minute thing. You can take a card when you're ready. Also, when speaking and presenting, you're going to have distractions, right? So this is perfect. You're going to have distractions, and you need to keep your audience focused on you. So start thinking about that. Do you need some time? Okay, great. As you're thinking about that, oh, now I lost my train of thought. Let's just play the music. I got distracted. Hey. Yes, oh yes. I hope that as you're listening to the words, you're thinking about how you would have handled it, right? So if you hear authority, you're thinking in your mind, I would have gone with corporal punishment. Okay, was that just me? It's coming from a deep place. No, school, not home. That makes it worse. Okay, we'll talk. Time's up.
Okay. Morning, everyone. My name is Miklay Fikusho. I'm from Namibia. My word is university. What is university? I'm so humbled and grateful for the opportunity to be at the University of Pretoria, one of the best universities in Africa, by the way. University is a great opportunity for the youth to bridge the gap between and alleviate unemployment and poverty. Your parents have a great, sure.
Distraction.
You know, your people are vouching for you. everyone back home is vouching for you so that you go to university so that you can get the skills, the necessary knowledge, so that you can become somebody in the future, so that you can get employment, so that you can contribute to society. University is a place where we get skills, we get knowledge, we get discipline, with empowering ourselves.
Time is up. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for the word as well. I think this is a good time for me to teach you about mic etiquette. Right? No, go ahead. It's not you. Don't worry. It's not your fault. Rappers do this thing where they hold the mic at the top, and then they're like, "All right, guys. Yeah, what's up? What's good? What's good?" Sorry, you can take your card and have your 30 seconds. What's good? You feeling good? Yeah, yeah. So mic etiquette, you're not supposed to ever touch this metal part. Sometimes it actually shocks you. You want to make sure that you keep the mic one thumb away from your face. So if you're not sure of how close is too close, at least one thumb. It shouldn't get any closer than this. Once you're here, you start to hear the that's happening. So also, don't be here. It's doing nothing. Absolutely nothing when it's here. Your voice is going out. Your voice does not travel and go down. It goes right in front. So those who speak and leave the mic here whilst they're speaking and their face is moving. Okay, time's up. Me, I can speak. That's the problem. All right.
Good morning. My name is Hamis. Imagine going to a Nigerian restaurant. And when you reach the restaurant and they give you the menu, and you're like, oh my God, there is egusi soup, there is samolina, there is different kind of food, but you choose to go for jero rice. So my words that I picked is jero fries. And it's a nice food. You guys, you need to taste and enjoy the rice. Thank you very much.
Which one of you wrote it off? Is that everyone from the back? Has everyone from the back gone? Yes. All right, we've got this one row here. I haven't forgotten about you. And now because you made yourselves last, now we're all. Yeah. It's not working. Okay. Your teammate will come. Don't worry. Woo, woo, woo. Madam Timekeeper. Sorry, so you guys have interesting writing. Yeah, are you going straight ahead? Yeah. A few seconds, okay. So it might not be 30. Hey, she said she'll look straight at you. All right, your time is up.
Oh. Hi, everyone. Yes, I'm a bit shy. Thank you for the support. All of us come from very different backgrounds, and that's what makes us unique, because we believe that we come from different background, different culture that molds us into what we are today. So when we bring our uniqueness together, it makes us powerful because we tend to learn from one another. Thank you.
Woo-woo.
It was unique.
Thank you so much. All right, can we give everyone who's participated a big round of applause? Woo-woo! Great stuff. Well done, well done. Tell your teammates you represented us so well. You did such a great job. Great stuff. So now that we've dealt with confidence, right? Because remember, that was for confidence. The whole reason that we did that exercise was confidence. People were telling you things. Some people lied. You know those who said, I'm busy with my master's. It could have been a lie. You never know. If she came up and said that she's an Olympic medalist and she's speaking about sport, you can't ask her, are you? Right? So if you were convinced, then that means that they were confident. If you were not convinced, then that means that they were not confident. because you saw a variety of different speaking styles. Some people were walking around, some people were stuck in one place, some people were doing motivational, some people were trying to be comedians, some people were doing political, some people were rapping. All different public speaking styles, all with the same purpose of communicating something to you. We're going to jump on to the next one, which is articulation and pronunciation. Yeah, it is very much chai. And it's something that we struggle with. So we're going to watch a video, which is about 30 seconds long, and then we'll chat. Should I click play on my side?
Can I ask the Honourable Gentleman what work is being done to make sure that this place is more accessible, particularly for some of our colleagues who have a disability?
Here. I'm sorry, it must be something to do with my Antipodean background. Could you please repeat the question, because I didn't follow it?
Well, very popular today. I'm saying that a number of parliamentary colleagues who have disabilities do find it quite difficult getting around certain parts of the state. Given that we're doing this refurbishment work, what can be done to make sure that those with a disability are able to move around more freely and the place is accessible?
I'm really sorry. Please, could you do it very slowly in Antipodean English? Thank you.
All right, so that's the first video. That's just to show you that this accent thing is not an African thing, by the way. There are accents all over the world, and they're all very, very interesting. Did anyone hear what he said? I did listen hard. I heard disability somewhere. Okay, 2 entire people got the message. Was that successful communication? No. Message was communicated, it wasn't received. One more. This is just another 10-second one.
The Scottish accent is famous for being difficult to understand, but the Glaswegian accent can be even more difficult. There are words and phrases in Glasgow that sound a bit like a foreign language even, so I'm on a mission to find some people to help me translate. Okay, so I love the Glaswegian accent, and I was wondering if you could teach me some local phrases.
Well, it's very hard to bring them to mind. This is the thing. It's all right when your eyes are not going and happy eyes. You understand?
Okay, what was the message? Tough. Whatever it was very tough, all right? So that's, again, like I said, just to show you that your accent and obviously how you speak affects the way you communicate. And so you need to try your level best to speak clearly and effectively. One of the ways that will help you do that, and that's number 6, is to slow down, right? If they slowed down, we might have at least picked up one word or two, and then you add in what you think was being said and the other ones you didn't hear, and you start to process the message. So if you know that people have said before that they struggle to hear you, or they're not trying, they find it hard to understand your accent or whatever it is, then you need to be conscious about slowing down. Yes, it's going to feel like you're doing more work than everyone else, but the purpose of communication is getting a message across. And if you don't get the message across, then unfortunately, we won't be able to interact with you. So it's not about how well you speak English. No. If you use broken English, it's just as long as it's slow, it's clear, and we can effectively understand it. So speaking, like you see up there, it includes your tongue, your palate, your teeth, your lips, your jaw, all working together to pronounce these sounds. There was a study that was done, sorry, and in Southern Africa, the 2 hardest sounds that they struggle with here is R and L. Because once you put R and L together, R and L, it's like let me not say something that might be said. But the R and L sounds are the hardest sounds here, whereas in the western parts of Africa, you'll sometimes see that H, and I'm speaking about a specific country, that H decides to disappear when it's supposed to be there, and when it is there, it's now H and him, right? It's now, they add H's where they're not, and that's all about pronunciation and articulation. Also, the next thing is you need to embrace it. You can't change it, especially those who have very staunch accents. And I use West African example because I'm West African, is you can find a West African in the UK, and they've been there for 20 years. They've been hearing British accent left and right, but it has not captured. It's not sticking, right? And so that's the accent they will use. If they code switch, it's just for a couple of seconds, bots. It's always there and it's not going anywhere. So embrace it. It's your accent. It's not going to go anywhere. Accept it, practice, focus on the message you're trying to communicate. Feedback is really important. When people tell you, I'm so sorry, I'm struggling to hear you, don't automatically, how dare you? Is it because I'm African? Is it because you don't like the way I speak? Is it because I don't sound Eurocentric? No, I just don't know what you're saying. I just can't actually understand what you're saying. Also, provide cultural awareness. And this is very important in the corporate space, right? It's important for you to say, I speak the way I do because I'm not from here. That's not a bad thing. Your company is diverse because of me. I am your diversity hire. I give you that little percentage that you can say you are global. I am that global. And so because I am that global, I'm going to sound different to the rest of you. So use it to create awareness. And then be patient with yourself. I've seen so many people so hard on themselves that they just stop talking entirely because someone has once told you that your accent was funny or they didn't understand it, and automatically you shut down. And you never want to speak again because you think people are going to laugh at me. Be patient with yourself and be confident in that accent. Be confident as you are, not destroying the clicks, but also ask, is it Oliswa? Is it Oliswa? Like, ask. Don't try and butcher it thinking you'll make it through. If you don't know how to pronounce a certain word, you don't. So ask and find out. Watch movies and videos. I promise you. From a voiceover perspective, because I have to record voiceovers in a West African accent, in a Southern African accent, an American accent, and a British accent. I have not been to those countries all, right? But just by watching videos, I'm able to hear an accent and then try and replicate it myself. I'm not saying change your accents. I'm saying watch movies and hear how people articulate, because that's how you get to see that, it's consequence and not consequence, because you've watched someone say it and you've heard how it's said. Okay. Now we're going to do two very quick vocal warm-ups. The first one is a hum. So the same way that people hum for yoga, where they is the same way we're going to hum, but we're not doing yoga hum. This is just the warm-up hum. All right? And the hum, what it does is it warms up your diaphragm. So the diaphragm is located just below the lungs. It's like a sac of air, and it's known as a dormant body part. A dormant body part is a body part you don't use often enough. Right, so if I were to tell you right now, move your right baby toe, just your right baby toe, not the whole foot, focus, just your right baby toe. Is it possible? The first time, not so much. The second was a bit easier. Third, fourth. So what has happened there is you have sent your brain at least 5 different messages. The first time you said, brain, I want to move my baby toe, and your brain went, We've never done that before. Systems denied. It said, we don't know what that means. Then you repeated and you told your brain, no, I want to move my right baby toe. So it said, okay, let's try and allocate maybe the whole foot. No, I want to move my right baby. So by doing that messaging that you've sent 5 different times, then your brain is able to allocate that specific nerve end and is able to wiggle that specific toe. It doesn't come automatically because you have never done it before. Whereas if you were to move your fingers, you do this every day, so it comes automatically. Why am I saying this? Your diaphragm, you don't use it often. Unless you are a deep sea diver or a Comrades Marathon runner or a long distance runner. No one is walking around going, hi, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Unless you're running, no one speaks like that. And so we are going to all take a very deep breath in, and then we are going to and you're going to hum for as long as you can. I'm going to set my timer. You should be humming for at least 50. Okay. Let me say 10, but it should be at least 15 seconds. Okay? So when you hum, you're breathing out. You're not just, it's not a hold your breath competition. It's a hum competition. All right. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. See, I was only hearing myself. You guys left me halfway. All right, so that was 28 seconds. For me, not for you. I don't know what yours was. I should have probably asked you to time yourself. What that tells me is that I can speak for long periods of time without needing to take a breath. Why is that important? Because you notice when you need to speak, the first thing is you lose your breath. You realize that you can't finish a sentence because suddenly your brain has forgotten what breathing is. And now you're focused on speaking. So by doing this exercise every single day, you're starting to let your diaphragm know that I want to actually use you. You're not just there for vibes. I actually want to use you as a body part. Next one, we're going to do a very quick one. We're going to say the word sunshine. All right, so the thing with sunshine is it's one of those words that forces you to smile. You can't say sunshine angry. Sunshine, sunshine. Like it does sunshine. It doesn't work. You have to sunshine. Why is this important? Because one of the most important ways to communicate is by smiling. And it's something everyone struggles with. As soon as someone stands on stage, if they smile at you, you automatically feel positive. But when we get on stage, because we're so nervous, we're, hey guys, now you think I want to fight you. No, right? So we're all gonna say, you're gonna say sunshine repeatedly, just for the next 10 seconds. And every time you say it, I need you to say it with a smile, all right? So when you say sun, it should feel like you are saying sun, like with a straight line. Shine should feel like you're actually drawing a circle, all right? All together. Sunshine, sunshine, sunshine. Just keep going. Sunshine, sunshine, sunshine. Oh, you all look so nice. Keep going. Sunshine. Mm-hmm. All right. Sunshine. Lovely, lovely. Thank you so much. Was there someone next to you who wasn't smiling? Call them out. We will recognize them for the next time we're talking. Yeah, you guys are the ones who scare us when you're presenting. So the next time before you go on stage to present, literally look in a little corner, just tell yourself, sunshine, sunshine, sunshine. And then when you get up on stage, hi, how are you guys feeling today? And it's there, keep it there, so that they can buy into what you're saying. The break that we're gonna have is at 10, yes? If I'm not mistaken. Yes? Okay, so we've got one more activity that we're gonna do, and then we're gonna go for a tea break, and then when we come back, we will get into body language and the team presentation, which I'm super excited about, by the way. Okay, so this is the next one. Articulation and pronunciation. All right. I'm going to bring out my mic again. It's about to get lit. Okay, so there should be at least 12 groups here. No, in fact, that's less than 12. I realize that there's some numbers where there shouldn't be numbers, but it's fine. So what you're going to do is, and you can do this in any order, we're going to say all of them. No, one of you will say one of them. No, let me give that. Access denied, systems reloading. Let's try that again. Okay, you're going to come up on stage. Whoever comes up first, you get to pick a number. So whatever time you want to come up, you get to pick a number. Again, we're going according to groups and stuff, but, so, I just realized you might run. Don't run. You're going to pick a number, obviously, and you're going to pick, let's say you pick number 1. And then you need to say, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, at least 3 times. No. And then for the longer ones, like 11, which is dangerous. A skunk sat on a stump and thunk, the stump stunk, but the stump thunk, the skunk stunk. Right? When you do those ones, you only have to do it once. Any questions? No. Oh, but I just read, don't run. Don't run. All right? So we're going to let's actually just get an order going already. So if you can, 5 minutes left for the session, or for me, for break. It's not 10? Is it 5? Okay, thank you. All right, so let's go. Who wants to do the first one? Just come and line up. Okay, this is going to be speaker number 1. Go and stand in that corner there. Number 2, just come up behind him. 3, 4. So Josiah is first, so if you are coming this side. don't look yet because you might not get the one you want. I'm curious to know who the last. Okay. All right. Sure. All right. Every group represented? Cool. So when your group member says it, you don't know which number you are, you'll figure it out. So number one obviously doesn't have to pick number one. He can decide to pick a skunk or stump because he feels like it. But then you know you're picking the numbers that haven't been picked before. And as he's doing it, just also whisper it to yourself and see if you can do it too. Okay? And after this, we'll take a break. All right, Josiah.
I don't like tough things, so the simplest.
All right, which one are you going with?
She sees cheese. She sees cheese.
Wait.
She sees
Come
cheese.
stand here when you do it so you can.
Okay.
Oh, but you have to read it as well.
I don't need to read that.
Oh. With confidence.
Yes. So the simplest. She sees cheese. She sees cheese. She sees cheese. She sees cheese.
Thank you so much. Is there anyone there who was saying she's? She's.
All right,
Next one.
I'll choose number one. Red leather, yellow leather.
3 times.
Oh.
Without stopping.
Red leather, yellow leather. Leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
Okay, we'll accept it. We'll accept it. Thank you very much. It's going to start getting tricky by here.
Hi, I'm going to go with number 11.
You?
So, a skunk sat on a stump and thanked the stump stunk, but the stump thanked the skunk stunk.
You can choose your number. Just as you're about to speak, as you can see, the heaters are on. Please don't go towards them. You will get burned. Just thought it's important to make that safety announcement so that if you do get burned, don't say we didn't tell you. All right, let's proceed.
I'm only saying it once, Mas.
Which one? 5?
Number 5.
So the thing is 5 goes into 6, but yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Okay, you made it sound easy, but it's not. Okay. Peter, it's not. But well done. Sorry, I'm shocking everyone.
Hi, everyone. I'm quite nervous, but I'm just going to do number 2. I need a box of biscuits, a box of mixed biscuits.
Okay, do that 3 times.
Okay, I need a box of biscuits and a box of mixed biscuits. I need a box of biscuits and a box of mixed biscuits.
All right, thank you, thank you. Are you the one who was the rapper, the friend rapper? Yeah, you see.
Hi everyone, I'm doing number 8. I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch. I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch. I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch.
Oh, that's tough. I wish to wash my Irish wash.
Hi guys, I'll be doing number 12. 11 benevolent elephants, 11 benevolent elephants, 11 benevolent elephants.
Nice, nice, nice. You can pass the mic. So I realize me going.
Hi guys, I'll be doing number 4. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
4 and 5 are the same.
No.
Are they not? They are. 4, 5, and 6 were supposed to be 1. Oh, sorry, they're not the same. They're not the same. Please go ahead. Apologies.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked.
Can you do that one more time for me?
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked.
All right, thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. I'll be doing number 7. I'll be doing number 7. You know New York, you need New York. You know you need unique New York. You know New York, you need New York. You know you need unique New York. Thank you.
Have you done this before? Yeah, it was a show off, yeah, because, okay.
Hello. I'll be doing number 10. Fred fed Ted bread, and Ted fed Fred bread.
3 times, please.
Fred fed Ted bread, and Ted fed Fred bread. Fred fed Ted bread, and Ted fed Fred bread.
Thank you. Yeah. I tried to do it and it was just bid.
Hi, everyone. I'd planned to do number 10, so I'll go ahead and do number 10.
Wait, you got to do one that hasn't been picked. 3 hasn't been picked, and...
Okay, I'll do 3. Twixt this, and 6 thick thought sticks. No. I'll choose something else.
Which one has everything been done? 8 has been done. Okay, you can choose any other one.
Okay, 2.
Okay.
I need a box of biscuits, a box of mixed biscuits. I need a box of biscuits, a box of mixed biscuits. I need a box of biscuits, a box of mixed biscuits.
Yay, everyone started. I love you. All right. Now, unfortunately for you, you are going to have to do number 3. Because someone has to.
Okay. Twist this and 6 thick thistle sticks. Twist this and 6 thick thistle sticks. Twist this and 6 thick thistle sticks.
All right. Thank you so much. So these are known as tongue twisters, and they really do help with your pronunciation and articulation, because if you can say twixt this and 6 thistle sticks, then you can have normal conversations, right? So this is obviously as difficult as it gets. You don't use this in normal conversation. You don't go to Peter and start saying, if Peter Piper, come on, Peter. It's not something you use. So these you can obviously find online, and you can use them to practice.